my lifestyle's been a hodgepodge of stuff. I mean, I was born with 2 sisters and a brother. My father's name is Michael also, and my mother's name is Blanche.
I wasn't born in the hospital. I was born in my aunt's bedroom in Fayette, Ohio. None of my brothers, my oldest brother was born at home. My sister was born at home. The only one born in the hospital was my kid brother.
I grew up in southwest Greensburg, Pennsylvania. My mother's name was Josephine, my dad's name was Carmel. I have 2 sisters, Josephine and Sally. I was a good student. I didn't study that much, but I was okay. My grades were okay. I like to be out playing.
Kind of like grew up around the grandparents, helping them out, you know, in their time of needs and stuff like that. As my life went on, it was school and play. And there was a few times when my life was a little bit under the weather medically. I was paralyzed for a while, and I overcome that by just being a young kid. No cares at all.
My father didn't want to live in the city. Like I said, when my parents got married, we moved, they resided in Cleveland, Ohio. I probably was like 2, 3 years old. I can't really, right after World War II. Yeah, right after. We moved to a little house in it's called Doylestown. It's like out of the way area, not in a major city. And my dad set up his trucking business in the city of Akron, the rubber capital of the world. And after that, he wanted to be out in the country more. My mother wasn't a sociable woman. She didn't like neighbors. She didn't like socializing. So we moved to a small farm in Copley. But the neighbor was a half-mile or 2 away, and that was too close for my mother. And she didn't get along well with her, so then we moved into a large farm in Sharon Center, which is right outside of Medina, Ohio. And we boarded and raised horses. We had anywhere from 40 to 60 head of horses at any given time.
My mother knew every aria from the opera. She sang all the time, and she taught me to sing. I loved music. My sisters loved music. My dad was very domineering. My mother was a saint. She made up for his shortcomings. He was good man, but he had our life all laid out for us. He knew what I was going to be, even though I didn't. We never had a vacation growing up. He never had a car. He had 3 buildings that, like I say, he was paying mortgages on, so that was part of the reason. He always had a project. I'd be out on the street mixing concrete. We were pouring a piece of sidewalk. He decided we were going to put a terracotta towel on the floor and panel the walls with wormy chestnut. And I did all this. I'd never in my whole life done any of this.
And how old were you?
Oh, I was 11, 12, 13. We did plumbing work, you know.
During high school years, I had all kinds of odd jobs. Started when I was 12 years old on fruit farms, truck farms, doing all kinds of odd jobs. I spent every summer at my aunt's restaurant. She had a restaurant in Fayette, Ohio, honey dipping, cleaning stalls, doing anything I'd do anything for $1. Honey dipping is cleaning outhouses.
My life started out as a child selling seeds from a magazine out of the old cartoon thing. Then I moved on to delivering newspapers. Then I moved on to baling hay, caddying at a golf course. Moved into the big life of working in the retail market. And then from there I went into warehousing. And that's where I've been since. 43 years in the warehouse business.
I met my wife, Janice, and I dated her for about a year. During that year, I worked for every trucking company I could get my hands on. I'd work like first thing in the morning, come home, sleep 4 hours, go work for another one. I just wanted to save money, get enough money together so I could get married.